Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Eagle Forum's Capitol Hill Update. My name is Tabitha Walter, and I'm the Political Director of Eagle Forum.
And I'm Kirsten Hassler, our Executive Director. Well, Joe Biden is officially President of the United States, and he already has a pretty wild agenda for the first 100 days. In fact, during his first day in office, he signed 15 executive orders, setting the tone for his administration's next 4 years. He plans to tackle COVID-related matters, healthcare, climate change, immigration, and a few others, just to name a few.
Yeah, Biden has certainly teamed up with House Democrats as well to push his priorities through. Their COVID relief plan will in turn not provide much relief for Americans. While Biden has already signed an executive order to enforce a mask mandate in federal buildings, Congress is slated to pass a bill to issue state bailouts and stimulus checks, as well as a $15 minimum wage mandate. Biden's plan is estimated to cost taxpayers $1.9 trillion. The biggest fallout that is not included in this calculation, however, is the burden that small businesses will have to bear. After oppressive restrictions due to the pandemic and now additional long-term mandates like a higher minimum wage and expanded paid leave, many just simply will not survive. One of the positive initiatives, though, that is carried over from the Trump administration is the push to buy American products. For too long, we have relied on countries like China to make our goods, allowing them to creep into American culture and our government. The catch-22, however, is the massive restrictions mentioned before that the Biden administration plans to put on American businesses. The only way American-made products can thrive in the United States is if they are able to operate within free market principles without the regulatory burden of the federal government, of course.
That's right. And the Biden administration is also looking forward to expanding Obamacare. In President Biden's first days, he plans to rescind the Mexico City policy, which has banned the promotion of abortions overseas, force all Title X recipients to promote abortions, and disavow the Geneva Consensus Declaration, which established the family as a fundamental part of society and upheld a baby's right in the womb. Although previously supportive, Biden has expressed his new opposition to the Hyde Amendment, which will pave the way for taxpayer-funded abortions. And if you remember last week, we talked a little bit about this, but the Hyde Amendment has been around since 1978.
Yeah, and it's sad to see what it's turned into a very partisan issue. Mm-hmm. But not only does his administration see abortion as healthcare, but they see transgender services as essential. They plan to reinstate policies that allow individuals who are actively transitioning to serve in the military. This was a Trump initiative to make sure that our nation is ready to deploy individuals at any time if needed. They will also bring back Obama-era provisions that allow boys and girls bathrooms, locker rooms, and sports. House Democrats are already poised to pass the Equality Act, which would solidify these initiatives and more if it reaches the president's desk.
But the most absurd issue tucked away into President Biden's COVID plan is climate change initiatives. He signed an executive order right away to rejoin the Paris Climate Accord, which has burdened so many businesses in the past. He also has plans to stop construction on the Keystone pipeline and enforce oppressive regulations on automobiles.
Now, perhaps the most aggressive action, and the aggressive is what Biden used as the term as well, is his immigration plan. House Democrats introduced his immigration bill on Wednesday, which would allow a pathway to citizenship to 11 million immigrants, including those enrolled in the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, which is also known as the DACA program. Mm-hmm. Matters of immigration have recently been contentious among both Democrats and Republicans, with neither party coming to a united consensus on one bill. So essentially, that's good news in this situation because we don't have to worry about it moving forward and becoming law. And then in addition to that immigration bill, President Biden has already taken action on 2 additional measures His rescission of the ban on countries that pose a danger to the United States severely undermines national security efforts put in place by the Trump administration. And this was something that was upheld by the Supreme Court as well. He has already issued executive action to stop the border wall construction, but questions remain whether or not it can be upheld, seeing that contractors have already been paid to complete the project.
At first glance, this list seems way too big to tackle. However, time is on our side. The Biden administration goals are lofty and probably impossible to complete in 100 days. Democrats only have a slight majority in the House and an even smaller majority in the Senate. Because both sides will be looking for ways to compromise, we must be in contact with our representatives and our senators, no matter their party affiliation. In order to hold them accountable, though, we need your help. So just like we saw with the Trump administration, Biden's executive actions at times will be challenged in the courts where President Trump placed judges. Although we cannot expect to see the same pro-family policies come out of a Biden presidency, we have hope that some of the policies, laws, and federal judges that the previous administration put into place will slow down a progressive agenda.
Exactly. And Eagle Forum has a ton of resources to combat these harmful policies and ways for you to get involved in making a difference, not only in the political sphere, but also within our culture. You know, Eagle Forum has been around for some time now, and some of these issues are not new. They pop up, you know, every new administration. And so there is just a wealth of knowledge, especially on our website. Check into that. You will see different topics and different alerts, and you can sign up for our emails. So don't miss that opportunity. Thank you so much for joining us today for the Capitol Hill update. Of course, if you have any questions, please post them in the comments below, and we will be happy to talk with you. So see you next Thursday right here at 2 p.m. Eastern.